Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Online, and surprisingly or not, I'm actually currently don't have my hands on the keyboard nor the mouse. I'm actually playing with my wire, trying to see if I can get it unstuck from the chair. Every single time I stand up and then sit down, it's like it turns to just a giant mess, and I can never untangle it. Anyway, first of all, I want to go ahead and apologize for the lack of audio and video sync. I was actually binge recording a lot, you know, after setting up the green screen. I decided, well, you know what's still up, I might as well, you know, record a lot and see what I can do, because, I mean, this thing is pretty amazing. I have to frame it in a certain weird way, so my hands can only go so far, really, but, I mean, as long as I'm present in the gameplay, I don't have to, you know, put in any kind of background, because I think green screens are just pretty cool. And the fact that I, you know, took time to actually make this thing on my own, like, do-it-yourself kind of thing, I think that was actually even better. Right here in the video, I'm taking the Chocobo race, or not the Chocobo race, the Chocobo ride over to Gridania to meet with Robin Hood, and be transferred over to another place to go quest at. And I gotta say, so far I've been working with the green screen a little bit, just tinkering with it, messing around with it, and like in video editing all that. It looks absolutely awesome and I love it. Anyway, for these commentaries you're gonna get, I'm gonna try to stick to, you know, talking more about the game and everything, but I decided, you know, if I can't, you know, if the live recording, what ended up happening, okay, I probably should go ahead, before I go on to other commentaries, before I, you know, start discussing things, I should go ahead and say that what exactly happened with the original recording. It recorded just fine. I guess for some reason I, at a certain point, disconnected and reconnected the mic again, and then for some reason the webcam software did not pick up the microphone, so I ended up recording no audio whatsoever, not even like the regular webcam microphone, and yeah, it decided not to record anything at all, which kind of sucks. So it recorded the video, but when I dragged it into Sony Vegas, it's like there's no audio portion. I'm like, why is that it? I checked the properties of the webcam footage, and it's like has all the video bitrate and everything, and I go to audio, there's like literally nothing. So it's just counted as a video clip with no audio whatsoever. So that kind of sucks. That was not exactly awesome whatsoever. Yeah, anyway, I end up, yeah, at this point of the video, I decided I wanted to get the Harvest Dance quest, and actually decided to skip some of the dialogue, but I wanted to actually, you know, just get more little fun quests done here and there. We do have the Ballroom Dance, so I was thinking of getting the Harvest Dance, and we also got to get the Step Dance that we can get from Linson and Minsa eventually, when we'll come back there. We just have to, you know, dance with the pirates and pretty much do a little cha-cha with them, and well, not really cha-cha, I guess we do a little step dance with them, and that's about it. And there's a lot of dialogue. Nevertheless, sorry about the audio desync, or I guess me making up for the audio portion, or I guess the audio and green screen portion. Anyway, let me know what you think about the green screen in general, if you're watching this video, because I would like to see what you guys think about it. Also the placement about it and everything. I want to make sure I get the placement just right when it comes to, you know, this, I guess, setup. It's a really fun setup to set up, you know, and everything like that. It's fun to play around with. I wish I could make it a little wider, but I don't really have a lot of room in my room at the very moment, so I'm just kind of working with whatever I got. It's not bad, you know, I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty fantastic. Granted, I have to kind of keep my hands within this kind of area, so I can't go past the microphone really. You know, I can go like maybe up to here. That's about it. And with this hand, I'm just gonna end up cutting out. I end up cutting out like a small little outline around me so that it doesn't capture the waving of the actual green screen. And yeah. Anyway, I'm probably thinking of actually making a video of like how to do it yourself green screen edition, and pretty much tell you guys how I did it and how you can do it as well. It's pretty cheap actually. You will be saving a lot of money making a green screen yourself, and this is one of those fun things to do for YouTube. If I was not at the point that I'm at right now, you know, in subscribers and viewers, I probably would not even think about even making a green screen. But since it is summer, and you know, I sometimes don't usually have things to do in between, and I don't always, you know, well, before, whenever I was in college, I went ahead and got on with my buddies, and we would just get on Skype and we would just pretty much play games. But now since they're in town, they're pretty much either sleeping all day or doing their own thing, or I don't really hang out with anybody at this point, which kind of sucks. It's like my friends are in town, but I hardly see them like once a week or something, and we barely hang out even afterwards, which kind of sucks. Nevertheless, partially what inspired this green screen project is having nobody to socialize with and just wanting to get myself busy with something. And this project is actually kind of fun. I enjoyed it. It was a struggle because to kind of, you know, fully nail down, but after a while and after some patience and after giving thought and, you know, purchasing something from Walmart and then returning it back because it wasn't even what I needed, and I was just, you know, in a rush to get it all done and quick, and finally creating a green screen that I can actually use for my recordings. Still getting used to having a full setup and, you know, moving it in place behind me and moving it to the wall and everything is just, it's a mess, but it's a fun mess and I love it. Right here, pretty much trying to interrogate, well, not interrogate, but find the characters and give them toys. I probably should be reading some of the dialogue because it is entertaining. Hey, it's one of the Master Beatons. It's supposed to be a bribe, then you got yourself a deal, adventuring lady. Yeah, I could probably read some of the dialogue because I did take some time, some easy time with the dialogue and just reading the dialogue when I was doing it. I wanted to do it in the next dungeon in the quest line, but ended up just taking my sweet time and didn't really worry about it and just kind of went off doing my own thing. So yeah, we're not gonna get any dungeon action, but at least we get to run around Gridania and look for random kids. But I don't want to be a dancer. Why can't we just play? I mean, I guess we could dance for fun, but I don't think Mistress Edith knows how. She's so uptight and bossy. I think that's what she said. I don't know. Is this one of Master Beaton's stories? Does this mean there's more if I go back to class? I'm on my way. I have to pretty much start read really fast. I don't give myself enough time for this kind of stuff. See, that's why I like to capture everything live, because I do it perfectly then. Or when I mess up, at least, you know, makes sense. But when I'm trying to reread what I already read before, it's just I'll go a little bit faster than, you know, the video's going. It just becomes a mess. Nevertheless, I don't really mind, you know, at least giving an effort and making it up this way, because I mean, it's at least something. I mean, here we'll find a bashful boy, the last character to pretty much bribe. I don't know why I'm really standing in this position for. Looking at the map. Oh, we're looking at Land of Save. We're talking about going to a certain place. Oh, this is the part where I talked about how I got stuck in water. So if there's a lot of lag happening in the game, sometimes you may fall through the ground or fall through the docks and land in the water that you can't really swim in, but you walk on top of it like Jesus, and then you pretty much have to kind of try to glitch yourself back onto land before you log out. So playing this game with a lot of lag is bad. Scoop with both hands, scoop with both hands, look left, up, right, down. Or is it up, down, left, right? I wish you would let me take notes. Now that's a reference to cheat code, a very popular cheat code. Let's give the guy the toy, and let's see what he says. Oh, why is it made of maple? It's unmistakable, huh? Master Beaton would tell me your grain of it almost flows like syrup. Someday I'll be a timber master like him. He wants me to go back to Mr. Edith's class, does he? He always tells us if you can't true a piece of wood, there's no excuse for not truing yourself. Alright, I'm going. I think I'm gonna be able to do it pretty well, you know, catching up and reading everything. Hopefully I get the timing right. I'm not exactly, you know, fully awake for this, but whatever, you know, we gotta just go with it and have fun, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Even though, you know, you know what? Screw it. Even if you don't enjoy it, I'm giving an effort to make up the mistake that I've made, and I'm, you know, owning up to it rather than, you know, just redoing it crudely or completely taking out the base cam or, yeah, I guess green screen. I'm just trying to give my best effort with everything. Once we're done with this questline and once I'm done reading everything over here, I will tell you a real fun story about a maid cafe over here in my hometown that I went to a while ago that I found pictures of. No, I will not be linking the pictures in the description below. If you'd like to check them out yourself, you can, but I'm not going to link them myself. So here we find Edith. I think that's her name. Edith? I don't know. I never really got names right. When it comes to a new MMO, you know, make up fantasy names, it's like learning a new accent, or it's like learning a new language. You gotta just get used to it. Anyway, we arrive here to learn the dance. Well, I don't know what sorcery word, but the younglings are back, and I do believe we reached the accommodations. It seemed that it was stricter than I imagined, and loosened up a bit, and made a great difference. This dance is for Feast of the Harvest, to give thanks to Nofika and the Elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance, lest the matron be angered. It is very, very important. We're trying to learn the Harvest Dance, because apparently the Harvest Dance is a big thing in Gridania, and yeah, we're gonna be trying to learn how to perform it. That sounds pretty cool to me. And I believe Nofika is the goddess of harvest. I do realize I have made the best first impression having you fetch my students for me. To make up to you, will you let me show you the dance? Think of it as a kind of peace offering. I get it. Harvest, you know, trying to be peaceful, less anger, stuff like that. Anyway, this is the harvest dance right here. As silly as it looks, it is an actual dance. And you know what? You know what makes it fun? Not the actual dance itself, but dancing with other random strange players out just in a capital city or something. And that's what makes it fun. You know, you can just be, you know, in a random capital city and you see somebody doing a harvest dance, you're like, hey, I know that dance, I can go dance with them. And like 10 minutes later, you learn how to do the harvest dance together, and you're dancing with 10 players in a line, doing the same thing over and over. And I think this dance is a little derpy, but I don't know, it has its own little charm. It has a slight little charm just of its own. And right there we got the carpenter in the background. He is going to be walking over to hang out. Why, you're a born dancer, dear lady. Are we going to go on the dialogue? Or did I just hang out here for no reason? Come on me. Let's go for this. And so say we, and so say we. And then the guy coming over to sing. And has his buzzsaw out. Which is not good. Comes a sailor from the sea to show the ladies how it's done. And so say we, and so say we. Swing his axe and say, remember, shiver, shiver, may timber. So say we, and so say we. I'm not the best. Was singing on the go. Oh God, no, Master Beaten, what have you done? You brought a weapon to the sacred dance. The matron will forgive us. We're surely doomed. Apparently, weapons are a big taboo. Master Beaten, you scared her off. We were having fun. Timber Master Beaten, wasn't that a sailor song? How do you know it? Never mind how I know. More to the point, what could have troubled Mistress Edith so? You did. She said you're supposed to be peaceful or the elementals will be upset. And you know how uptight she gets. I'm actually doing pretty good with this dialogue thing. Of course, the relationship never does go smooth, child. You'll all discover this in time. Oh, that was a way for him to flirt? Oh, what a great way to flirt. Bring out a giant buzzsaw, swinging around, and sing a sailor song. That's a great way to catch ladies. So, everybody remember, if you want to catch some ladies or catch some gentlemen, make sure to swing a giant saw around and sing a sailor song. Because apparently that will get people. And now we learned the emote harvest dance, which is something we can just spam forever and just pretty much hang out on a random capital city and dance and do the harvest dance with everybody else. Now the harvest dance does not do anything for us other than make us dance a certain pattern or certain dance rhythm, and that's really it. But I like the kind of, you know, this little part of the quest where it just simply makes us run around and do a quest just to learn a new dance. I think that's actually kind of neat. And right here I show off the overly animated expressions and just overall motions of the Cowgirls, because I don't know why, but for some reason the Cowgirls seem to be the more expressive ones out of all the races out there. The humans are the more humble. The big guys, the rock guys over there, like this guy, I'm not sure if they're a rock or not, but they're just the big guys. They seem to be more stiff, but I guess that makes sense since they're so big. The dragon people are a little bit expressive when it comes to their actions and emotes, which I think different specific actions and emotes and different characteristics of each character, they're pretty damn good. I kind of like that. I'm trying to wait till the point where I can actually read the dialogue. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about the dialogue at this point. It's pointless to try to catch up to myself, you know, within the recording. So pretty much, I'm gonna give a summary. We talked to Mother Miqo'te. She pretty much congratulates us and recommends us to go over to Ul'dah to talk to Miqo'te, I think? Mistress Miqo'te? We met her before in Ul'dah, and we are pretty much going to get another quest to go to a dungeon and clear the dungeon in Ul'dah. And that's about it. And the dungeon is located in Western Thanalan. I think it's called Tantara Deepcroft? Maybe not. No, it's Copperbell Mines, that's what it is. anyway, that will show up in, you know, later episodes for sure. But let me tell you about the Maid Cafe story. So there's a convention that happens once every year, I think, over in my hometown, and not Russian hometown, but like United States hometown, the town I live in right now, by the beach. And it's called Anawave. If you like to Google it, look it up. If you want to, go for it. But I remember one time, I believe I was a junior or senior in high school, and they were doing a fundraiser with Maid Cafe. And for the first time I've ever heard of the term Maid Cafe, I didn't even know what I just knew the word. I knew the word maid, I knew the word cafe, but putting two and two together, I was like, I can't see it, because that's when I wasn't aware of the, I guess, the Maid Cafe anime-ish culture. I don't know, it's just not something I was aware of before. Right now, as you see on the screen, pretty much they're talking about the different party members, and the tank died, the healer's right here with the hat, the girl, for some reason she's still carrying the tank's head around with her, and I think she's wants to like bury it or cremate it or something. The archer and the hooded mage, they're pretty much blaming the healer for killing the tank, and she's saying, it's like, it's not my fault, the tank just rushed. And I guess it's just a reference to how parties kind of break down. The tank is the kind of guy that's like, okay, I'm pulling everything in the room, and the healer's like, no, wait, you're out of my line of sight, and everybody else blames the healer, because, you know, the healer's at fault at this point. Anyway, my first experience with Maid Cafe, it was in this place. It was like above the hookah bar, or it was actually located at a hookah bar downtown. They rented out the place for a little bit. The food was expensive, and it didn't exactly taste good. It was a lot of sweet stuff, and I'm not really much of a sweet person. Maybe when I was little, I was like, oh yeah, sweets and everything, but no, somewhere in the middle of high school, I started realizing, like, too many sweets is just disgusting. It's just awful. It makes me want to vomit a little bit, just a tiny little bit even. Anyway, my buddy Tony and I, we decided, you know, whatever, you know, our friend is, you know, trying to run Anywave, and she's trying to run this fundraiser of the Maid Cafe, and I guess we could give it a try. I guess we could give it a go, see what it's like, support her or something. And it was a completely different world. I heard anime music playing in the background, bunch of girls, not a lot of, you know, it's high school girls, so they're not exactly, you know, they're not attractive, but not exactly ugly, just running around in maid outfits. There may be couple of them just were good looking, but that's about, maybe just a couple, that's about it. And yeah, it was a completely different world. And apparently, I was just looking up online a picture of, I was like thinking, what if they still do that? So I looked up Maid Cafe, and I typed in my hometown, and what do you know? Apparently there's a picture of me and my buddy. Apparently we were facing a camera, and somebody took a picture of us with a couple of the maids from there, and then posted it on some site that's like, it's like blank, it's like something.fm kind of site. I don't know what the site it was even about. I just googled it and saw the picture. I was like, whoa, that's a freaking blast from the past. That is, you know, I didn't even know somebody even posted those pictures online anywhere. That is, you know, that was just one of those things like, holy crap, somebody actually took a picture of it and posted it online of a place that I hardly ever remember of, you know? Because it wasn't like one of those memorable things, and it was like, oh, cool, Maid Cafe, yeah, I'll probably never come again. Because, I mean, it's, you know, Americanized, it's not, I didn't really, it's not that I hated it, it's just, I didn't like it and I didn't hate it, that's about it. There was just nothing about it that, you know, kind of made me be like, oh boy, I want to come back again to a Maid Cafe. It's just, I don't know, it felt weird, it was completely out of my world, it was out of my, well, I wouldn't say world, I guess, would be sorry if I'm making you yawn. Sorry, this is a monitor, I can't help it. My bad. Want to go to bed early, for some reason wake up early and then I get tired. When I go to bed a little bit late, I'll wake up really late, like 3 o'clock late, which is really bad. It's really bad for your health, kids. Don't wreck your sleep schedule like I do. That's what I do is awful. Don't follow my footsteps.